Why does the cursor not move? Let's right click. Oh, right click doesn't work too. From when I have to leave this extra mouse? If you are facing this kind of touchpad problem and want to solve them by yourself without approaching to a computer expert or computer mechanic, then this video is for you. Hello, my name is Nanjuti and I welcome you to my channel How BNJ. Like the video, subscribe my channel and hit that bell. Let's go. The not working of touchpad or trackpad or laptop mouse, whatever you call it, may be a hardware problem or a software problem, or maybe it's not a problem at all because it is disabled by mistake. We make mistakes, right? Maybe the touchpad is not working because something is pressed or clicked by mistake. Each laptop has function keys to enable or disable touchpad, to increase or decrease the brightness, volumes, etc. So first we have to check it by pressing the function key related to the touchpad for enabling or disabling it. For this, I am going to show you in two different laptops. One is Asus A540LA and another is Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3. Let's first see on the first one, that is Asus A540LA, where F9 is the key to enable or disable the touchpad. The key contains a touchpad icon, so it is very easy to find it. Here you can see, now my touchpad doesn't work as I press the function key and F9 together. A pop-up appears as a touchpad is enabled. Now, as I hover on the touchpad, the cursor also moves. The left click and the right click also work. Now let's see on the second one, that is Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3, where F6 is the key to enable or disable the touchpad. Here also the F6 key contains a touchpad icon. Here you can see I am hovering on the touchpad, the cursor isn't moving. The left and right click also do not work. Let's zoom in with the Windows key and plus key so that the cursor is clearly visible to you. Here you can see, as I press the F6, a pop-up of touchpad icon appears on the screen. This means the touchpad is enabled. Here we need not to press the function key along with the F6 key. Now the cursor is moving. The right click is also working fine. Let's zoom out with the Windows key and minus key. As I press F6 key again, a pop-up of disabled touchpad appears. This means the touchpad is disabled. For enabling it, I press F6 again. Like this, your touchpad may be disabled also, and you can enable through this way. In some laptops, we need to press the Fn key or the function key along with the touchpad key. As you have seen, I pressed function key along with the F9 on my Asus laptop, while on the Lenovo laptop, I only pressed the F6 key to enable or disable the touchpad. However, some laptops don't have the keys to enable the touchpad. Those users can enable their touchpad by going into the settings. For this, type touchpad in the search area. Then open touchpad settings, or type settings in the search area. Then open settings and click on devices. Then click on touchpad. Here, if the touchpad option is disabled, click here to enable it by using an extra mouse. Now let's see on what are the software problems your laptop may have for which the touchpad is not working properly. But don't worry, you can fix them easily by yourself. Some of the most common software problems are disabled touchpad hardware and outdated or corrupted driver. Here, disabled touchpad hardware doesn't mean to which we have recently seen by pressing F9 or F6 keys. By assigning F9, F6 or any other functional keys for the touchpad of a laptop allows the user to easily enable or disable the touchpad as per their need. But this software problem of disabled touchpad of which I am talking about now is little different from the previous one. To get this option, press Windows key to open search bar, then type Control Panel and open. Then click on Device Manager, then go to Mice and other pointing devices. Then click on this to elaborate. This is an Asus laptop, so Asus touchpad is showing here. Of which brand your laptop is, that brand's touchpad will show here. Right click on it and this is disable device option. If it is clicked, a pop-up will appear. Then after clicking on yes, the complete hardware of touchpad will be disabled. Now the F9 or F6, whatever key is assigned to enable or disable the touchpad doesn't work because the complete touchpad hardware is disabled. For this reason, we think that the key has gone bad. So check your laptop whether this option is showing disable device or enable device. If it is showing as disable device, it means the touchpad is already enabled but does not work for other reasons. And if it is showing as enable device, it means the touchpad is disabled. Click on it to enable and enjoy. But one thing you have to keep in mind, if your touchpad is working fine and you just want to do experiment, then make sure you have an extra mouse, because once you disable the device, then you can't enable it without an extra mouse. The next software problem is outdated driver. If the touchpad driver is outdated, then we have to update it. For this, right click on the same, then click on Update Driver. Now it is asked, how do you want to search for drivers? Select Search automatically for drivers. The system will automatically search for the latest driver. If the system finds the latest driver in the laptop, it shows a message as the best drivers for your device are already installed. Like this, we can update the driver. Along with this, all the drivers get automatically updated after Windows Update. But although we have updated drivers in our computers, still they can be corrupted for the viruses and malwares, for which the touchpad may not work properly. So in that case, first we have to uninstall the old drivers and then download it from the official website of our laptop manufacturer and then reinstall it. Let's see how to uninstall. To uninstall, we right click on the same and then click on uninstall. Then for confirmation, we click on uninstall again. Now the touchpad driver is completely removed from our laptop. The first step is completed, and now in the second step we have to download the touchpad driver from the official website of our laptop manufacturer. This is an Asus laptop, so let's visit the Asus official website. For this, we can use any browser like Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge or Firefox. Type Asus official website in the search bar and search. And these are the results. I am going to click on asus.com because it's the official website of my laptop manufacturer. Here I have to go to the support section, then click on driver and manuals. Asus Download Center, get the latest drivers, manuals, firmware and software. Here I have to put the model number. This is Asus A540LA, so I am going to put this and search. The model name and the numbers are showing here. Now I have to click on drivers and tools. Here all the drivers are available for the laptop. And now I have to find the touchpad driver. And this is pointing device section and the touchpad driver is here. So I click on this to download. The driver is now downloading. Let's fast forward. The download has been completed. Click on show in folder. And this is the file. Right click on it, then click on extract here. To open this kind of zip or RAR file, we can use an app or software like WinRAR. I have already extracted this file, and so this message is showing here. And after extracting, a new file with a name of setup TP driver is created. Here setup TP driver means it is a setup file of touchpad driver. Now I have to double click on the file to install. I want to install this driver, so I select repair Asus Smart Gesture, then finish. Now the system is installing the driver. Again a confirmation is asked, so I click on continue to complete the installing process. And finally the driver is successfully installed. Click close to exit. OK. Because now it is a new driver for the laptop, so the touchpad will work properly after restart the laptop. Click on yes to restart now, or I can restart later also. I have restarted my laptop and you can see now my touchpad is working fine. Like this, we can do the same if the touchpad driver or any other driver is missing or uninstalled. Now let's see what to do if it's a hardware related problem. The hardware related problems are arise if we use the touchpad roughly, or if the laptop falls down from the table or from our hand or from any higher place, or if the laptop hits to something hardly, or if the laptop is old. Because of these reasons, the touchpad may be broken or damaged from inside, or the touchpad connectors get disconnected from the motherboard, for which touchpad does not work properly. In these situations, if you know how to disassemble the laptop and again assemble it, then you can repair the laptop easily by yourself. And if you don't know how to assemble and disassemble your laptop and don't want to take any risk, then it's better to bring the laptop to a computer mechanic or a computer servicing center or computer repairing shop. Other than this, the touchpad may not work for carrying the laptop inside the backpack and doing activities that involve movements, like running while being late or playing with friends and so on. While doing these kind of movement activities, the laptop by holding the laptop inside the backpack on the back, the laptop shakes and the parts inside the laptop may lose their connection, and thus the touchpad may not work. I faced this problem 2 to 3 times, but thankfully every time the problems were fixed when I pressed and glided on this portion. I didn't know whether this would work or not because I just wanted to experiment, but thankfully this worked. You can do the same if your touchpad is not working, but make sure at your own risk. Anyway, the video becomes longer, and up to this time, this is the longest video on my channel. Thanks for watching the video till now, and if this video was helpful for you, then share this video with your friends and family who always carry an extra mouse with their laptop because of not working their touchpad. By doing a little sharing, you can do them a big favor. Bye.